just an energetic kid. I compensated a lot with being able to not tell people I'm undocumented. I really compensated a lot with that, with like, focus on me saying hi, focus on me knowing people, focus on me in this way so that you don't really ask too much. And that was something I did, and I still kind of do.
Just because I lost, I don't think that his just because it was too aggressive.
If you adjust to every little thing so that no one really knows the family secret, because you know you can't actually give that out. My teenage rebellion was just so much more controlled than a lot of other kids. My parents were kind of just figuring out how to survive. My problems, my issues with my immigration status were nothing compared to my parents.
John Athletic Friends, Angel. Well, Ben's gifted. Ben's gifted. Ben doesn't have a job, so he just goes.
Both my sisters were born here. They're full citizens. They don't have to worry about getting picked up. They don't have to worry about how they're going to take the bus. They don't worry about getting pulled over for no reason. It doesn't matter to them. They're going to be regular kids growing up.
I actually thought about this, and the fairest game is you three against Ben, Dave, and myself. What? Excuse me? You three, Ben, come over here. I wrote this down.
I don't know about that.
There was a whole like
All of my other
spreadsheet.
friends were starting to drive, started DACA when I first heard about it. I thought I get to drive and I get to go get a license. And then I thought I could get a job and I could work after school and I could work this summer and I could make some money. And then I started thinking about that maybe I could actually get enough going for college. I never feel like I've worked as hard as my dad has at this point in my life, and I'm working like 45 hours a week sometimes. I'm doing okay right now. I always thought about the DACA program as something it's kind of like a trial run. So there's a way of looking at people and saying like, oh, like, we're gonna give you just enough. We're gonna give you just enough to give yourself a shot. We're not gonna give you everything. We're not gonna give you all our privileges that come with being an American citizen, but we're gonna just give you just enough to see if you can prove yourself. We're gonna give you just enough to see if you can get a job. We're gonna give you just enough to see if you can get an education on your own. We're gonna see if you can earn it. You've got a group of young kids who could never do anything wrong in their life. And if they gave the DACA program as a trial run, if you want to take it as a program that introduced just like a little bit of the privilege and a little bit of like the liberties that come with being an American, you have to admit that we passed.
I want to be the face for those who are Black that are DACA recipients. You live in a lot of fear, so you never want to take any risk when you're in this situation, because you never know when you're going to get deported. You never know. So you just got to be smart with everything that you do out here. You play a lot of defense. A lot of those who are in our position, maybe Asian or Black from continental Africa, we're a little bit more timid. So DACA gave me the opportunity to drive, the opportunity to work, opportunity to pay for my school. So I just want to learn a lot of things so that I can affect my community, regardless of what the paperwork says. Like, I still consider myself an American citizen. I want to make sure that I make an impact to the community. I'm learning about public policies, how problems are arriving, how do you solve those problems. So we're doing a lot of things that are contributing to society and to contribute to the country. So I want to make sure that I'm able to help out anywhere that I can.
Like, for me, no one asked me how I was doing. You know, on my GPA said one thing, like I was good, you know. But outside of it, like, I suffered through a lot of depression. I didn't have no one looking after me. Many days I went like with hunger. These are the places these are the two churches that when I was hungry, I would just pass by. And here they would cook. They would cook like food in there, and here they had like, you know, free like cans and stuff. These two churches helped me out a lot too. I arrived here to this country when I was at the age of 5. My mom had first came here to the U.S. I'm from Peru. An uncle of mine had just been diagnosed with leukemia, and my mom and I had to make a decision, like whether if I were to go back home with her, because my mom, in order to do a bone marrow transplant and save his life, or if I were to stay here because that DACA had just become an idea. I mean, it's not easy. Like, even taking responsibility for my sister, it's like, I have to do it because no one else will.